What's going on? It's your boy Icy Jones with another episode of Hot Seat with Icy Jones right here on Hot 702.5 FM. Thank y'all for tuning in. Hot7025fm.com. Definitely appreciate everybody that's tuning in all over the world. Man, this week I was rocked, man. You know, one of my favorite artists and definitely a digital mentor, you know, somebody I watch on YouTube a lot. Just enjoyed everything he was putting in the atmosphere, in the universe, and everything that he built. Man, just rest easy, Nipsey Hussle. It meant a lot to me because, you know, I see reflection of myself when it comes to the music, it comes to hip hop, all your beliefs, you know, coming from the street life to building an empire and helping your community, helping the youth and young adults, and, you know, giving people jobs that just other people wouldn't give, you know, ex-felons and, you know, people that came off the street that may not have any background, never probably had a job. And he owned several businesses outside of just the Marathon Clothing Store and All Money and Records. So for everybody who doesn't know Nipsey Hussle, and you do know who he is now, you know of him now, do your research on him. And I'm pretty sure you'll come to love who he was and his legacy, and you will agree and concur that he is a legend, and he'll be immortalized. He'll live forever. Prayers out to the family and everybody involved as the case begins to move forward. We do want justice for Nipsey Hussle. So with that being said, you know, it's been kind of somber, but I still do my thing, you know, still grind. Not going to let it knock me off my hustle. I'm sure he wouldn't want that. Also, man, I was reading earlier as well. I seen about 8 different women of color that are in the Capitol now. And I'm super excited to see the minority win. You know, they get to help make decisions in our country. So I'm happy about that. You know, I don't know how true that news is, but it was the first black woman judge that was a Muslim. Her body was found in a river. You know, that was crazy. Then another judge was sentenced to 28 years, white male judge, for selling teens to selling black teens to prisons. Crazy news out there right now. You know what I mean? But just wanted to get those particulars out the way. Right now I have a special guest in the building.
Yes.
Diana Lynn Byrd. I knew her as Coach Bird.
Yes, sir.
Growing up. Yeah, I'm just happy to have her in the building. You know, we still here, we still standing, we still moving, and our faith is still strong. Welcome to Hot Seat with Icy Jones via Hot 7025.
Thank you so very much for having me. I would like to thank you for allowing me this opportunity to share some information with your listeners.
Absolutely. My show is privy to entrepreneurs. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things I pride myself on is working in the community and, you know, learning from all the entrepreneurs out here that have created wealth for themselves and the people of the community.
Man.
You know, people that are hiring others, you know, and people that are helping others become bosses.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Business over silly stuff. You feel me? So let's start with where are you from originally? Where'd you grow up?
Well, I was actually born in New Orleans, Louisiana.
Yeah.
I was raised in Mississippi.
Okay.
My dad was a Baptist minister, and we left western Mississippi and went to Laurel, Mississippi, and that's actually where I went to high school.
Okay. And then how was that growing up down in the South?
It was okay. My dad was killed in a car accident when I was 14 years old.
Oh, man.
So that was very traumatic for our family.
Yeah,
and,
sorry to hear that.
You know, my mom, she had to work 3 jobs to, you know.
3?
To make ends meet for me and my sister and brother.
Okay.
And it was kind of hard, at first.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have to revert to like doing anything illegal to make some money because you didn't get what you wanted, maybe?
No, actually, we started working very young because we wanted to actually help my mom. And me and my brother and sister, we all got jobs to kind of help out.
Got that legal hustle popping.
Yes, sir.
I can dig it. And so what was like your first job?
My first job was actually working at a gym.
Okay.
And I was a person that would allow the players to come in and play. And during that time, I was like one of the top basketball players, because I got a lot of practice before the gym opened.
Yeah.
So I would always go in like an hour or two before the gym opened, and then the guys would come in. They actually helped me out a lot growing up because they, wouldn't let me drive. So that's how I learned how to shoot, 3-pointers at a very young age.
Okay. Absolutely. And did you ever like have racism happen growing up in the South? Did you ever deal with that?
I did not deal with it personally, but
In Mississippi.
some of my family members did have to deal with it. I can't remember a time where, not that much at all for me personally.
Wow, that's an amazing testament, though. Like you never had to deal with that growing in Mississippi.
In Mississippi.
I mean, growing up, I'm hearing about burning crosses, and I'm growing up in the 80s and 90s. You know what I mean? And people having to deal with that in that era, but you never had to deal with it.
Never had to deal with it.
That's dope.
Kept it out of our environment.
Yeah. That's a blessing. Was it a lot of black people surrounding you, or was it a mixed culture growing up?
It was a mixed culture because the high school that I attended, it was predominantly white high school.
Okay.
And I was popular, most valuable player kind of thing.
MVP in this thing.
So I was very, very blessed and very, very fortunate to be surrounded by a good church home. The church that my father pastored, the mothers and some of the fathers of that church actually embraced our family growing up. So we were able to not miss out on Christmas and not miss out, even though we actually had to move to the projects to live. Okay. During that time.
Yeah. Because mom dealing with being a single parent.
Yes.
Did mom ever remarry?
My mom did remarry a gentleman by the name of Alvin Anderson. Man, I tell you, he was truly a blessing to my mom and the family. And I lost my mom a couple of years ago, and it was she was actually going through a lot of pain and suffering, and we actually released her, and she's we know she's where with God.
Absolutely.
So we already know that.
Yeah. So when did you come into your belief system of faith?
Okay, when I was young, actually at the age of 10, I'll tell you a short story. I was outside playing with a hammer and nail, and the nail bounced back and hit me in the eye. Ooh. So I was legally blind for 2 years. Wow. And during that time, by my father being a Baptist minister, he would allow me to rewrite his sermons for him. Ooh. So as I was rewriting his sermons for him, I started memorizing my father's sermons. So when he would get up to preach, I would be able to say the same scriptures, the same, studies, the things that he was actually saying. And the way I started playing basketball at the time, I couldn't play because they didn't want me to lose my eye. It was very, very, careful for me. So I would sit on the front of my steps and I would daydream about playing basketball, not knowing that, years later there was a study done on athletes where they had a group that were shooting, they had a group that was not shooting, and then they had a group that wasn't doing, anything. And the group that was daydreaming about shooting, they actually had a better percentage.
When it comes to being out there on the court.
When it came out to be out there on the court. So for 2 years, I did this every single day. And, I would just sit on the steps and I would think about, driving and shooting. So when the patch actually came off, I was one of the top shooters as a 10-year-old, 10 to 12-year-old.
Wow. That's one of those but God situations.
Yes, sir.
So
that definitely brought me into, I knew then that God was leading me.
Absolutely. So, 10 years old.
10 years old.
That's crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And at the age of 14, when my dad was killed in a car accident, he actually came to me in a dream. Okay. And he told me that I was going to be doing something very special in life. He told me to always put my faith and trust in God. he told me to write down everything that I wanted to accomplish. And I can remember at the age of 14 writing down I wanted to be the best basketball player.
Yeah.
I wanted to go to college. I wanted to get a scholarship. I wanted to be a high school teacher, and I wanted to be one of the greatest basketball coaches.
Yeah.
I wrote this down at the age of 14.
Yeah.
In my senior year in high school, I was the most valuable player of our county. Went on to get a scholarship. You know, ended up moving to Las Vegas. My first teaching career was right here in Clark County. And I started coaching my first freshman basketball team. We were undefeated.
Yeah.
My second was undefeated. And the third team, we only lost by 1 point. So we went like 50-some games and only lost one game.
Man, talk about the power of the mind.
Yes.
You know, what you think about, you bring about, starting early on in life, and then also having that structure from Pops, you know, telling you how to get it done.
Yeah.
That's amazing. When it comes to WNBA, right, when did that come into play?
You know, I was actually at the first WNBA basketball game that was in Los Angeles, California, and the young lady that scored the first basket was Penny Toller, and it just so happens Penny lived here, and she would come to the gym where we would open the gym, and she would come, and my students, athletes, were so they were so talented because they had opportunity to play against some of the Lady Rebels basketball team, and we would all get in the gym, and there was a young lady by the name of Coach Emma, Majors Hassinger, and she was one of the people that actually introduced me into, you know, open gym and, you know, teaching the kids away from the, from the school. And when I tell you, when the kids actually started playing against other schools, it was no contest.
Wow. So I was asking because the WNBA wasn't around when you were growing up. So you couldn't really dream about being in that, right? And so the next step would be to be a great coach for these girls.
Exactly.
So like, how does that, you know, not, I don't want to say feel, but like, it's kind of, you know, crazy that it's like, I can't dream to be in the NBA. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, how did that feel for some of the ladies, including yourself? Like, did you guys ever talk about that before they even had that WNBA? Man, I wish they had a women's NBA. Like,
we actually had a semi-women's professional team here, and we would go and play against the military bases. And if I can remember, I don't think we lost any games. It was some of those same players that were UNLV players, former players, and some players from the city. Yeah, and we got together and we had an awesome team.
Right. So when it comes to coaching, you were at Cimarron. Is that where you first started?
Yes.
And so I went to school at Cimarron, and that's where we remember each other from. So I graduated in 2002, but we also had a club. You remember what the club was?
Yes, the Human Relations Club.
Human Relations Club.
Oh my God, that's been so long ago.
Yes. That was our little thing. It was all black people, majority.
Majority, yeah.
Yeah, and I remember you was, you know, our facilitator.
We actually had an opportunity to go into nursing homes, and we shared our Black History programs. We also did something called the Banana Bingo. I don't know if you remember, where we would go in the nursing home, and we would take bunches of bananas, and we would sit with the elderly people, and we would help them, you know, play bingo, and they would love to win. We did a lot of things in the community.
Yeah.
We gave away, every year we gave away, you know, toys and prizes to a lot of the kids that was less fortunate than we were.
Right. And with that, you know, kind of birthed my community activism.
Praise
you
God.
know, being out there in the community and just giving back.
Praise God.
No matter what it is. You know what I mean? Whether it's clothes, whether it's money, whether it's food, you know, shelter even, you know, I'm always trying to give back.
It's amazing.
You know what I mean? So doing that back in high school, just, I mean, now in 2 years, or 3 years, so 2022, be 20 years.
Wow.
For me.
Wow.
So to think back, way back then, I was, you know, in the community
awesome.
through Human Relations Club.
That's awesome.
With my black people.
And
So,
remember the Black History programs? We would sell out before the program would even start.
yeah.
We would sell like 600 tickets before it started.
And I always performed at them.
Yep.
Always. I did a tribute to Aaliyah too. So with that being said, coaching, right? How long did you do that?
Well, over 30 years.
Wow.
I started very, very young. I remember my first time that I even got involved in coaching when I was in college. When we would do the youth summer camps, And that's where I got my little feet wet.
Yeah.
And then when I moved here, I jumped into helping other coaches, and then knowing that someday I was going to be ready when that time came. But the coach that inspired me was my mom. At age 7, my mom, she was an All-American basketball player.
Oh, wow.
And so she was my first mentor and my first trainer.
Hey, that's dope.
And man, she was rough on me. She was rough on me.
Yeah, I feel that. And so over 30 years, you retired? Or you still dibble dabble?
Actually, I just started my own basketball training program.
Okay, tell me about it.
I love to teach fundamentals.
Okay.
And, it's so important for our young kids to learn those foundational, things, dribbling, shooting, passing. They need to know that early on.
Yeah.
So when they go to a team, they already have those skills put in place.
Right. And where is that located?
That's in Atlanta.
Atlanta. Okay, cool. Do you have any connections out here? My daughter's playing basketball.
Not yet, but I would love to come out and do maybe some free basketball training camps.
Okay.
If I just need a facility.
Yeah.
And we could definitely get that started.
We got to connect. We got Doolittle, we got Pearson, we got Tarkanians. So let me know.
Definitely.
And then I love to put her in there.
Definitely.
That's something she's passionate about. It kind of shocked me. I was like, okay, yeah. Because I was playing sports growing up.
Right.
From baseball to hockey, soccer, football, basketball. I'm just trying to play it all.
Right.
But my main love and what I continue to do today is music. Business, music, and rapping, microphone, stage, all that. That's my passion.
That's what's up.
So now, FES.
FES stands for Financial Education Services, which we have an emphasis on credit restoration. Our company is worldwide, not nationwide, and we have a company that we partnered with. It's called United Credit Education Services. Those two have partnered together, and we have a team of people that actually help delete negative items from people's credit reports. We help the clients delete those items.
Okay.
And we're a nonprofit, so we're able to attack everything that's on someone's credit report at the same time.
Okay.
We don't have to attack 3 or 4 things at one time.
And so, being that it's nonprofit, how do you profit from it?
So, for every time someone purchases a protection plan membership, $2 go toward the Youth Financial Literacy Program, which is very, very huge. We just recently was here in February, and we gave away $350,000 to high school seniors and college freshmen.
Jeez.
And the grand prize was $25,000.
Wow.
And then we also go into schools, and we allow the teachers to teach a money management course to students who are 8 to 18 years old. And for every 35 students that goes through this course, that school or organization or church can earn $500.
Nice.
Yep.
I mean, that's what we're talking about.
Yes, sir.
I haven't seen a financial literacy class growing up in school, and that is like something that extremely needs to be done and had, because that's life.
Yes, sir.
You got to deal with money, to survive.
Sir.
Put clothes in your back, food on the table, shoes on your feet, roof over your head, wheels on the road. You know what I mean? You got to talk about how to handle money.
And we actually have schools in Atlanta that have already received upwards of $50,000 for their, school and organizations just by implementing this 8 weeks program. We give them the free workbooks. We have a facilitator to go in and, go through the workbooks, and then they take them home and, go over with their parents. And each week they do an assignment. And at the end of that 8 weeks, our company comes back in and give them a pizza party and certificates for completing their courses. So
tell me about the course a little bit.
Well, the courses, it basically teaches them how to, balance checkbooks and just money management tips that we were not taught growing up in school.
Okay. We're going to go to commercial in just a few minutes, but I do want to get into money management.
Okay.
I got some listeners out there that may be struggling,
okay.
Need to get some tips right here, and maybe join FES
okay.
and see how we can do that.
Okay.
And just, on the flip side, we're going to get into that with Miss Diana Lynn Byrd. You feel me? We'll be right back with Hot 702.5. You now tuned in to Hot Seat with Icy Jones. Be back in on the flip side. Soulfully scented body basics and more. In the heart of the community. 1210 West Owens Avenue, Las Vegas, Nevada 89106. 702-202-3342. That's 702-202-3342. They specialize in body oils, imported incense, essential oils, natural hair and body products. We're talking about pure black seed oil, pure argan oil, African shea butter, naturally made soap, black soap, face and body scrubs, soulfully scented body basics and more. 1210 West Owen in the heart of the city. Find them online at Soulfully Scented LV. Find them on Instagram and Facebook at Soulfully Scented LV. When in the greater West Las Vegas area, visit Bell's Market and Gas, located at 720 West Owens Avenue. Open 6 a.m. to 12 a.m. midnight. Dial 702-642-0269. That's 702-642-0269. Your neighborhood convenience store, Bell's Market and Gas. Affordable gas and liquor, and a kitchen serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bell's Market and Gas, located at 720 West Owens Avenue. Again, open 6 a.m. to 12 a.m. midnight. Dial 702-642-0269 for Bell's Market and Gas. CNC Graphic Design and Apparel, 702-998-3738. You can find them on Facebook and Instagram at 702-CNCGDLV. That's 702-CNCGDLV. Custom graphics, custom apparel. They can do those large one-off orders for you. Flyers, banners, business cards, sticker decals, and more. That's CNC Graphic Design and Apparel, 702-998-3738. And find them on Facebook and Instagram at 702-CNCGDLV. CNC Graphic Design and Apparel. GMB, new record label in Las Vegas.
Now booking
Inexpensive recording sessions. Get yourself a monthly subscription to record your music at GMB Recording Studio.
also
You can book GMB artists, GMB rappers, GMB singers, GMB exotic. Follow GMB family on Instagram and Facebook. You can also get this song by 3-0 on SoundCloud. Follow them now at Young Mac 3, aka 3-0. That's the number 3-RIO. GMB.
the sound.
Tiffany's Bedazzled Bling. $5 for everything. Get yourself some earrings for free anytime you make a purchase, and everything is $5. Follow Tiffany's Bedazzled Bling on Facebook and Most Wanted Bling Queen on Instagram. Yes, get the blockbuster accessories or get your bold red carpet jewelry sets. Yes, $5 for everything and get a free pair of earrings. Tiffany Bedazzled Bling. That's Tiffany'sPapaBling.com. Tiffany'sPapaBling.com. Yes, Tiffany's Bedazzled Bling. $5 for everything. Grits Cafe. Specialized in
back.
serving southern
Hot
style
Seat
breakfast and
with
lunch.
Icy Jones
From the crunchy
on Hot
catfish to the
725
crispy
FM.
chicken, can't go
Thank
wrong,
everybody for
especially when
listening
you get a
around the
grit bowl.
world.
Grits Cafe,
Special shout out to
1911 Stella
everybody
Lake Drive,
in
West Las
Vegas.
Vegas, Nevada,
Yes,
89106.
hometown.
Open
And much
Monday through
love right
Sunday,
now going
7
out
a.m.
to
3
South
p.m. for
Central
breakfast and lunch.
LA.
Visit gritscafe.com
Crenshaw,
to get
and
Trina's cooking
the marathon
tips
continues.
and join the Grits
So,
Dining
I'm
Club.
here with my
That's
special guest, Miss Diana Lynn Byrd, in the building. Yeah, we talking about financial education services.
Yes, sir.
All right, FES for short.
You want a
And
low-key barbershop
restore your
offering
credit
haircuts
score.
for
You know what I
adults
mean?
and
They
children,
specialize in
plus beard
making sure
trims
that your
and a
credit
hot
score
towel
is
shave.
A1.
We'll visit Unfadable
All right,
Map.
so let's talk about that. So what is a good credit score?
A good credit score is 700 to 8,
Okay,
over 800.
over 800. Okay, and what's like super low? Like what's bad?
4, 5s, and 6s.
4, 5s, and 6s.
Because there's over 43 million people that have a less than 599 credit score.
43 million people, and it's like over 330 million Americans, right?
Yes.
Okay, and so what are you guys doing to help restore that credit?
Well, what we specialize in, we have a nonprofit called United Credit Education Services. They can attack all items, whether those items are late payments, bankruptcies, foreclosures, tax liens, student loans, anything that's causing your credit scores to be low, our company can help you delete those items.
Okay. And is that at a cost?
Yes, there is a cost. There is
Okay.
a $99 activation fee. You get a website and get a portal, and then it's $89 a month, but there's no contract.
Okay.
So when we ask, the clients to stay in the program within, the 4 to 6 months, just to make sure that they get take advantage of all the services, because we just don't help them with their credit. We also allow them to help with their, they can get their, hold on one second, I'm gonna go through my,
Like money management, right?
like money management, we have a net worth calculator. We have a credit monitoring system where you can actually monitor your credit 24 hours a day.
Okay.
We have credit attorneys that can actually help you if you're being harassed by any creditors.
That's good.
That's good, yes. We have a credit builder program that helps you actually build credit.
Okay.
A lot of times people don't know what to do. We have a secure card with the lowest interest rate where they can add positive trade lines to their credit report. We also have a program called Credit My Rent that can actually add 2 years of rental payment immediately on someone's credit report.
Immediately.
Yes, sir.
Got it. Definitely. So what part do you play in the company?
Well, what I am is an agent. I'm a sales director, and I'll go out and I find people that are interested in actually getting their credit restored, or if they're interested in earning some extra money. Because we also have agents that we are looking for. Actually, we're launching a big group here in Las Vegas.
Okay.
And I've already spoken with several people from the women's convention that we were a part of this past weekend.
Okay.
I'm meeting with some of those people. I've already met with a few, and I'm meeting with some more before I leave on Sunday.
All right. And are you over different regions, different cities, or is this going to be your first city that you're over?
We're in several cities. We have clients and we have agents in all the states.
Okay.
And,
but this your
with
first
me,
city.
this will be my first city that we're actually launching.
Okay.
I do have a team in Atlanta. I have a team, of course, in Mississippi.
Okay.
I have teams in other cities.
Yeah. How you feeling though about being a recruiter?
I feel very, very well.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
Absolutely.
Got some very good responses from some like real estate agents, because we help them qualify the unqualified buyers. We have brokers that we're helping with getting those people that are in their pipeline.
And I believe you slightly introduced me to the founder of it.
It was one of you had opportunity to meet Mr. Robert Jackson. Him and his wife is the top people that have the most people in the organization is in that group, and I'm a part of their group.
So they're top producers.
Mr. Robert Jackson and Dr. Nicola Smith Jackson.
So would you consider it a multi-level marketing company as well, or?
Well, yes, we help people at all levels. There's ranks in the company, and as you move up to the ranks, we will show you, and we have training available if you. Okay. If you want to, make extra money.
Okay. So, how long you been with the company now?
I've been with the company. This is my second year with the company.
Yeah. And you feeling great?
I'm feeling great.
You feeling good?
Feeling good.
And you already won an award with the company, or was this outside of that?
Yes, I actually won an award. I'm actually a sales director with the company.
Okay.
So, I'm here because I was asked to be at one of the women's conferences, the 3rd annual U.S. Africa Women's Conference. And they gave me an award for being one of the women that's coming in and sharing products and services with the group.
Wow, how many people were there?
There were probably about 100 people there at the event, the award ceremony.
Okay, absolutely. I hope this isn't an emergency. Is this an emergency? Is this an emergency? Hello? I'm sorry. I when people call you back to back, you just don't know.
Yeah.
My son is somewhere, and I just want to make sure he's safe. Being a father.
Right.
So, excuse me. But so with that, give me some tips. Right. I'm trying to stack for the rest of the year. What can I do? What can I do with FES?
Well, when you join our program,
and it's $99 to get in.
It's a $99 activation fee, and it's $89 to get started. It's actually $188 to get started.
Okay.
And we're also gonna help you set your services up. You're also gonna get opportunity to complete your will, your trust. We also have power of attorney for medical and financial as well. Because
Okay.
there's a lot of people, big percentage of people that don't have those things put in place.
Right.
So our company, we also give you identity monitoring. Every 2 seconds, someone's identity is being stolen.
Yeah.
So we also protect our
Every
clients.
2 seconds?
Every 2 seconds, someone's identity is being stolen.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What the heck? And so you help people protect that.
Yeah, we have a debt payoff system where you can put all of your interest rates and your things into our debt calculator, and we'll tell you the exact date that you're going to get out of debt. We had a young lady, she just paid off over $80,000 worth of student loans with this debt calculator.
What?
Yep.
80 racks?
Yep.
Gone. Just vanished. Wow. And how long did that take her?
I think she's been a part of the program for 4 years.
Okay.
But during that period of time,
she cleaned up her act.
She got it done.
Absolutely. I like that. So in just a second, we're gonna go to my other commercial break so I can see what's going on. But I need to know, when you were growing up, and you had your dad for 14 years, and then you had your mom for a long while.
Yeah.
So what was it outside of God that your parents instilled in you?
Specialize in serving Southern style breakfast and lunch.
The one thing that they both always taught us, to always be humble, and you won't have to get humble. Always treat people with respect, always treat people with kindness, and always be nice to other people. They always made sure that, we would never rude, never disrespect anyone. So that was one of the things that they both instilled in all of us.
Good manners. Good manners. And that probably took you through your whole life.
Definitely.
Got it. Okay. So, yeah, we're about to go to commercial. I'll be right back on the other side, hopefully with some good news. Check y'all in a minute.
Grits Cafe, specialize in serving Southern style breakfast and lunch. From the crunchy catfish to the crispy chicken, you can't go wrong, especially when you get a grit bowl. Grits Cafe, 1911 Stella Lake Drive, West Las Vegas, Nevada, 89106. Open Monday through Sunday, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. for breakfast and lunch. Visit gritscafe.com to get Trina's cooking tips and join the Grits Dining Club. That's GRITZCAFE.com. GritsCafe.com. 702-255-4748. Grits Cafe. You want a low-key barbershop offering haircuts for adults and children, plus beard trims and a hot towel shave? Well, visit Unfadable Masters Barbershop, located at 3231 North Decatur Boulevard, Suite 128. In Las Vegas, Nevada, 89130. Open Tuesdays through Sunday. Yes, Sunday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. And on Sundays, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. 702-636-9499. Visit umbarbershop.com. That's umbarbershop.com. Praised in the Review Journal as one out of the 8 best places for barbecue in Las Vegas, TC's Barbecue Crib, 3655 South Durango Drive, Las Vegas, Nevada, 89142. Open 7 days a week, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Order online at tcsbarbecuecrib.com. That's tcsbbqcrib.com or call 702-451-RIBS. That's 702-451-7427. TC's Barbecue Crib.
Good Fruits Hat Company. Unique Christian faith-based hats and clothing for men, women, and children. Good Fruits Hat Company. You can wear your faith and spark kingdom conversations. Shop now. GoodFruitsHatCo.com. 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 Matthew 7:16-17. By their fruit, you will recognize them. Shop now. GoodFruitsHatCo.com.
Access College and Career Fair Spring into Vegas 2019. Tuesday, April 2nd, 2019. Session 1, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. at Clark High School in the gymnasium. 4921 Penwood Avenue, Las Vegas, Nevada, 89102. The second session will be held from 5:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. at Western High School in the gymnasium. 4601 West Bonanza Road, Las Vegas, Nevada, 89107. What to expect? College representatives, career readiness opportunities, summer job recruiters, financial aid and scholarship info, workforce development, and free food and music at Session 2 and much more. Register now at accesscollege2.com. That's accesscollege2.com.
All right, we back, and yeah, my baby's good.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, he's just crying for daddy. He's a daddy's boy.
he wanted to talk to daddy today.
And they didn't know what I was doing, but it's my fault for not turning my phone down. So forgive me for that. So we talking about money, talking about financial education service, talking about your life. How you liking the hot seat with Icy Jones?
I'm loving the hot seat.
We appreciate it. You gonna be tuning in now?
Say again?
You gonna be tuning in now?
Yes, I am. I definitely will. And I'm gonna have my friends also to tune in as well.
Thank you. Send me some people I can interview.
I sure will. I have plenty.
Yeah.
I have plenty that's here in Las Vegas.
That'd be dope.
I definitely do that.
So you want people to call in and talk to you?
Sure.
Okay. So if they call in, what you want to talk about? Anything they talking about money? What you want to talk about specifically? You want them to sign up? What you want to do?
Well, I would like to leave my number, and they can text either agent if they would like to be an agent to help us in expanding Las Vegas, or they can text credit if they would like to get their credit restored to my number,
right? And
I will get back with them as soon as possible.
Definitely. So you want to leave your number on the airwaves?
Yes, can I?
Absolutely.
My number is 770-374-3874. One
more time.
My number is 770-374-3874. Or you can go to www.dianalynnbyrd.com, and you can also check me out there.
Cool. So you got your own website?
I have my own website. I'm also promoting a book of poetry that I've written.
Okay.
And I actually shared one of the poems that I had written with the ladies called "Women of God Stand Up for Jesus Christ." I shared that with the women at the convention.
You got something committed to memory?
Yes.
Let me hear it.
I have one poem that I share with young people because this poem was one of the first poem that I wrote after my dad came to me in my dream, and it's called "Believe in Your Dreams."
Okay.
Believe in your dreams, for only you can make them come true. The key is believing, and that's not so hard to do. Just give yourself a chance. Believing is the way. Believe in your dreams, for they may come true someday. Now, your dreams are what you want. They may not mean much to others, for they are your dreams, not your sisters nor your brothers. Just believe in yourself. And yes, your dreams, they will fall in place. But you must always remember to keep your hands in God's hands and in His good grace. Because making dreams come true is only up to you. And this is something that I'm sure that each and every one of you can do. But if ever in your dream you come to a brook or to a stream, please don't be afraid. Cross it and never, never stop believing in your dreams.
Hey. Snaps. So you have a book of poetry. I didn't know that.
You did not?
No.
Yeah, I have a book of poetry.
Talk to me about that. What's going on with that?
Well, I actually wrote this book many, many years ago, and I'm launching it. I have a project manager. Her name is Miss Trina Newby.
Okay.
And she has a women's about biz network, where she has a radio show, and she's actually helping a lot of women who want to be entrepreneurs. She's actually teaching them and training them on the specifics of being a better businesswoman. And I'm also connected with Dr. Nicola Smith Jackson. She has a women's group that's called the Pink Millionaires Club, and I'm actually a member of the Pink Millionaire Club as well.
Okay. So your book is filled with poetry.
Filled with poetry, all, occasions, a lot of it, things that I've written for people, and just things that, God put on my heart to share.
Okay. And can we find it right now, or is it only a hard copy?
Actually, you can go to DianaLynnByrd.com and you can reserve a copy. And then we're going to get them to them. DianaLynnByrd.
Right? DianaLynnByrd.com. Also, you can find her on Facebook, right?
You can also find me on Facebook. I also want to share, the reason why I actually got involved in the business and how I came about being able to sit here right now.
Yes.
I was going through a very, very traumatic, time in my life. My sister had just been killed. My 14-year-old nephew actually found her body, and I was actually on the phone with my stepfather when he entered the house, and I could hear my nephew screaming.
Yeah.
And I said, "Oh my God!" So I knew something was very, very traumatic.
Yeah.
My only sister, she was she was in the church, just loved the Lord. And at the same time, my mom actually was in the nursing home, terminally ill, and later passed away.
Right.
So I lost my mom and my sister, two of the most important women in my life. And I got a phone call from a young lady by the name of Miss Juanita Kraft. And she and I was in another network marketing company. In fact, Miss Kraft had already earned over $1 million in network marketing. And she said, "Diana, I got something I would like for you to take a look at." And I had just came off a 30-day fast, so I knew this was God.
Yeah.
So I took a look at the information, and I got started immediately because I knew this was something. I mean, at the time, I was struggling,
Yeah.
because it was just so traumatic, just, losing my family. And
Was you ready to give up?
I was almost at the brink. And
But
God. I was taking a lot of medication for depression, anxiety, and stuff like that. So I said, "Lord, I got to get a hold of back hold of my life."
Yeah.
When I got involved in this company, and since then I've had things deleted. My credit score is up over 100 points.
Right.
And I'm actually on a crusade to help other people.
Now, have you ever been married?
No, I have not been married.
Okay.
No children.
Okay. On the hot seat, I usually talk about the love life. So, is there something about you that you don't want to be in a relationship?
No, not at all. I'm actually open. I'm open.
Okay. Absolutely. So, what you looking for in a person?
Someone that's humble, someone that actually loves the Lord and love family. Very important to me.
Okay. Absolutely. Love the Lord. Love family. And what was that? Another one?
And just love helping people.
Helping people.
Because that's the type of person that I am. So I would love to meet someone that has those qualities as well.
Okay. Absolutely. So you out there ready to meet someone?
I am.
Absolutely. I understand that. I want to take it back one notch. You said your sister was killed. So is it an unsolved?
It is. We don't know.
Wow.
It's very, very, very stressful.
Yeah.
Has been.
Yeah. Are they still fighting for that?
I tried to do what I could, but it was just so stressful. So, Lord told me just hold on. And because I had to get back, right in order to, because I'm single, had, things that I had to do.
Yeah.
But it's nothing God can't do. So we all still believe in and trust in God.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And your but God situation, what do you think will be your but God situation in your life where you say, you know what, that was nobody but God?
Oh, I have so many. I mean, coming to Las Vegas, not knowing any families, being a part of our Second Baptist Church and joining, and I have so many wonderful friends. I could name so many. Dolores McRoy, met her the first day I went to church, and her sons were twins. They was 1 year old, and they were standing on the seat. And I got up and told them that I was from, Mississippi, and I was relocating. And just so happens, Miss Dolores McRoy, she was from Mississippi. And she invited me to dinner that afternoon, and me and the boys played all afternoon, and I started babysitting those kids. And I stayed with her, and I'm at her house right now, and she's actually in Mississippi. So
right,
her family, Ella Broden, school teachers that were seasoned teachers, they are all retired. They actually helped me, decide to go back into getting my master's degree, being a part of Second Baptist, and Dr. Annie White and Sister Mary Louise Burden. All these women, along with my mom, helped, mold me into the woman that I am today.
Absolutely. And you
Very
say
proud
nobody
of
but God is the reason
Nobody
for
but
those
God.
relationships.
Yes, sir.
Hey, listen, if you'd like to call in, number 702-551-5261. That's 702-551-5261. She'd like to get you some information financial education. You know, get you very literate on this money thing. You feel me? Let's talk some shmoney. It's gonna be good when you call in. Let's see if anybody hits that line, and we can make it happen for you. We got about 10 minutes left on the show, so we're gonna see what's up. 10-15 minutes left on the show. We're gonna see what's up. So with you, right? You were going through your financial storm. You would say?
Oh yeah, definitely. I was struggling. I was always the lender of the family, and now I became one of the borrowers of the family. I was always the person that paid my bills on time. You know, always kept over 700 credit score. Now I'm in a position of, you know, not being able to pay my bills because it was just such, you know, I was always, you know, got income tax, you know, money back at the, you know, end of the year. And now I haven't paid my taxes in like 3 years because it was just so much that was just dragging me down. It was causing me not to be able to do it.
Yeah.
And I finally was able to go, and you know how sometimes people are just afraid because they think that the worst is going to happen. I ended up, you know, filing 3 years of back taxes.
Yeah.
And because I had a home-based business, you would not even believe those 3 years that I didn't pay but I kept my home-based businesses, I was able to get over $10,000 back.
Yeah.
Just because I had my own home-based business.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna, you know, say if anyone that, you know, would like to earn some extra money just to have a home-based business that's gonna be able to be in another tax bracket, you'll be able to write off so many things. Instead of going out and get another job, work for yourself and have your family help you. And we have a training program that's second to none that we have put things in place just to help, you know, multiple amount of people. And, you know, we sold in 1 month, calendar month, we sold over 70,000 protection plans in one month with our company.
Yeah.
We have like over 2,000 people that were promoted in our company. So our company is on the rise. We're doing something that is a movement. The name of our group is called the Momentum Society Movement, and it's a movement all across the country.
How long has FES been in?
It's been around since 2004.
2004. 15 years.
Yep.
Okay. And also, how important is it to you for African Americans to be financially educated?
I think it's important because we deserve the best of everything, because we have so many of our people have all struggled for so long. And now to see them being able to go get brand new cars, people that have never owned a new car, people that have never lived in a new house, now they're able to go back. They are able to, with the better credit score, they'll be able to refinance or get out of the apartment that they've been in forever.
Yeah.
And now they're owning their own homes.
Right.
And now they're teaching their children how to do the same. Because this is to help build legacies.
Yeah.
We have generations of young people that are coming in. Matter of fact, the millennials are doing extremely well.
Yeah.
Due to social media.
Absolutely.
We have some dynamic young people in Atlanta and other parts of the country who are actually teaching us, you know, the older people about, you know, how to
social media influence
and how to do shout outs, and we're learning so many new things because of these dynamic millennials that are part of our company.
Right. What is the most important thing right now in your life?
The most important thing, I would say to continue the quest of being faithful to God's people, and to make sure that I'm able to teach and train people how to be free, how to be financially free, how to teach my own nieces and nephews and people that's connected to me. I have several students who I taught many years ago who also are in the program, and we're also teaching and training. You know, I've taught for 30 years. I've taught thousands of students here in Las Vegas and Atlanta. Yeah. And it's always good to be able to share what I've learned with those young people so they can leave a legacy for their children's children. Okay. That's very important to me.
That's good. That's good. How important is the black man to you?
Oh, wow. You know, being a daughter of my father, and as he, you know, grew up, as we grew up as the young people, he was always the head of the family, was always the decision maker. And then when he left, that was left on my mom. And a lot of times the decisions in the families are made by moms, because some of the dads are not there. But I believe that, we're going to get back to the roots of making sure that those young boys grow up with the knowledge of they can be the head again. They can be the person that's going to lead those families.
Right.
But we got to make sure we start young and teaching them, the right way to go.
Mm-hmm. And growing up, right, in these different decades, right, from I'm gonna say 70s to 80s, 80s to 90s, right. What was the best decade for you?
Best decade, probably the 2000s. I think starting around the 2000s up until now.
Mm-hmm. And why is that?
Because when I was actually, I don't know if I told you, I was one of the international basketball coaches for the People to People Sports Ambassadors Program. So I was able to go, my first tour was in the Caribbeans. Okay. And, we were there, and when we got off the off the bus, I saw these two beautiful Dominican boys, and I asked them if they wanted to, go in with us to eat. But because they didn't have shoes and shirts on, the manager wouldn't allow them to come in. And I felt so bad, and I told them, I said, they're with us. And not only did they come in, they somehow signaled. And when I looked around, it was about 7 little boys. Right. And they stayed so close to us while we were there. And those same little kids, I don't know where they are today, but we were able to share with them. We were able to take pictures and just love on those kids while we were there. Yeah. And before we left, my girls, they actually gave those young boys one of their jerseys. And I said, these kids may never come to our country, but you guys have given them something that they will treasure forever. Right. So I think anytime you can leave something meaningful with someone, whether it's information, whether it's, whatever it is, I think that's like a touchstone that's going to remind them of something that was good.
How are you dealing with the information age we're in right now?
The information age, being everything is on computer, and that's what the new age have gone to. Even with school, I put assignments online. The kids have to go to the website, complete the assignments, and I can check them anywhere. So I think it's a wonderful thing.
It's a beautiful thing to be in this information.
Oh yeah.
You keeping up with it?
I'm keeping up.
For sure. Is there any last thing you want to tell the people that are listening out there in Radio Land?
Well, I would just want to say, the information that was shared with me, if you would like a free consultation, I would love to share the information with you one-on-one if need be, and with the hopes of that the information that I received, a couple of years ago, I would love to share that with you, and hopefully it actually changed my entire life, and I pray that it changes yours as well.
Are you currently a millionaire?
Not currently, but that was definitely on my list when my dad had me to make that list.
And what is your projected date to be that millionaire?
Projected date?
Yeah.
2021.
2021.
Yep.
2 years.
2 years.
Okay, and you're on your way.
I'm on my way. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
I'm a part of the Pink Millionaire Club.
Millionaire Club.
And this young lady, she knows how to do it, and she's done it many times. And I'm looking forward to that. And matter of fact, the lady that's my mentor, Miss Juanita Kraft, she's already earned.
That people out there get in contact with you and get their credit scores taken care of, and be a part of FES, and that you just have much success.
Thank you.
We appreciate everything that you've given us today, all the little tips and things that we need to be financially literate, financially educated. Once again, you tuned into Hot Seat with Icy Jones via Hot 702.5 FM. Yes, hot7025fm.com. Make sure you get the Mixlr app downloaded so you can take us everywhere with you. And make sure you go to Facebook and Instagram, like the page, Hot 7025 FM. And also go to Facebook and like Hot Seat with Icy Jones. God bless y'all. Love y'all. I'm out. Peace.